Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Confidence Mindset with Amanda. And in this video, I just want to share quickly an experiment that was done to prove that your brain really does not know the difference between real and fake. Well, we know that anyway, but I just wanted to bring this topic up to keep the motivation going and to keep the mindset disciplined for experiencing what it is that you want in your life. So the experiment was done on students who were to learn specific notes on playing the piano, and these students were done who played the piano and the students who didn't know how to play the piano. So people who were learning to play the piano who didn't know didn't use the keys. So people who were playing the piano used the keys, and they did this experiment for 5 days, I think it was. I saw this from Dr. Joe Dispenza, so maybe it was a different experiment done. If anybody knows, they'll know maybe it was longer, but they did this for 2 hours every single day. And what they found out was that people who were learning just by using their fingers but looking at the notes for 2 hours every single day still ended up playing the piano the same way as the pianist who already knew how to do it as well too. And what they found was that the people who didn't know how to play the piano, they were creating a cluster of neurons that were lighting up in their brain. And this cluster of neurons is what is being lit up in all of our brains when we are changing our mindset, and it's actually creating a memory. So remember that when we're changing the story, we are letting go of the old familiar past, as Dr. Joe Dispenza calls it, because we are becoming unfamiliarized with all of these emotions and traumas that we hold from the past in relation to things that we want to change in the future. And so as we continue to do that through the repetition, it's a lighten up a new board in our brain, I suppose you could say, of all of these clusters, and it's creating that memorized future. And then as that is being created, this is how then it shows up in your reality, because it can be no other way. It's like the people who were learning how to play the piano just through thought alone were able to play the piano the same as the pianists at the same level of time, because they had lit up that part of their brain that learned that experience. And so I wanted to bring that up as a kind of a motivational way to keep your mind disciplined on what it is, keep the focus on what it is that you want. If you want to do 2 hours a day on what it is that you want, that's great. But for the whole day, you want to be, when you wake up in the morning, you want to be changing the dynamic of how you do things as well too. Change the whole routine. Get into a new routine of the person who is actually the person who has what it is that you want, through keeping your thoughts on it, and expand your thoughts on it as well too. As I said in one of my last videos, it's to obsess about the future. So you're obsessing about what it is that you are creating, and if you're obsessing about what it is you're creating, you just don't have one thought about it. It's not that you're sitting there all day and saying, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. You're sitting up and you're telling yourself you're a millionaire, but you start thinking about, okay, this is what I'm going to buy, this is what I'm going to do. When, as you continue to plan out, it's like planning a kind of a holiday. So, when you sit down and you plan a holiday, you are planning things that you're going to do. There's a whole thought process of what you're going to do in your days, what clothes you're going to bring with you, all of these things, how you're going to travel there. And so it's a whole thought process. And this is kind of what you're doing then when you are waking up every day and keeping your mind on what it is that you want. Now, I want to bring up the idea of the 2 hours again. You don't have to do the 2 hours all in a row. So let's say, for example, you're busy throughout your day, sit down for 10 minutes throughout the day. So you can be doing 10 minutes for maybe 10 times throughout the day or whatever. And this could be your 2 hours. It doesn't have to be all in the one go, but all the while keep your mind on the thought process of the person and what it is that you want, because that is what you're doing. You're lighting up this new circuit in your brain of becoming that person. Then as you are becoming that person, you are manifesting, your whole reality is conforming to what it is that you are memorizing in your brain. So I just wanted to bring that quick topic up to keep the mindset on what it is that you want, and you are going to experience it in your reality. It is just a thought process. There's nothing else to it. It's literally just keeping your thoughts on what it is that you want, and affirming, visualizing, scripting any way that you think is the best way for you. Nobody can tell you the best way for you, because remember, coaches are just there to guide you. Nobody can actually come on and tell you, okay, well, this is what you should do and things like that, unless they actually have some sort of a specialist in knowing how your brain works or things like that. But 9 times out of 10, your coach is just there to guide you in the right direction into keeping your discipline and your focus on what it is that you want. So I'll leave that video there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will chat to you soon.